Hello. What I'm about to read to you is something I discovered in Zephaniah 2. All this stuff about Gaza and Israel made me think, I wonder if this is going along with Bible prophecy. So he looked up Gaza and discovered, hey, in the future, according to Bible prophecy, there's supposed to be a problem with Gaza. Big time. If you read Zephaniah chapter 2, it sounds like something major takes place over there. And I want you to know that I love Israel, but when I read Zephaniah 2, it sounds like Israel is going to get nuked. I'll read you this, what I discovered, and see what you think here. Okay, this is Zephaniah chapter 2. Gather yourselves together. Yea, it means also, gather together, O nation not desired. And I don't know if that means the nation that is Islam. Who knows? Since it's Islam that's against Israel, I'm thinking that might be the nation that this is talking about in Zephaniah, if this is taking place in our time. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 2 now coming up here. Before the decree bring forth, before the day passes the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. Maybe you'll be raptured if you seek meekness. Who knows? Or maybe, I don't know. I'll continue here. That's if I'm thinking this is in our time here. For Gaza shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon a desolation. And Ashkelon still exists, and it is in Israel. And it shall be a desolation. They shall drive out Ashdod at the noonday. And Ashdod, as far as I know, still exists also in this day and age. And Ekron shall be rooted up. You know, this wouldn't make sense if there was no Israel in our time. And yet now there is an Israel and there's a problem with Gaza and stuff, so this seems right on for our time. Woe unto the inhabitants of the seacoast. That'd be Gaza and Tel Aviv. The nation of the Cherethites. I don't know who the Cherethites are. I haven't looked that up yet. The word of the Lord is against you, O Canaan, the land of the Philistines. In this day and age, in our day and age, the Philistines are now Palestinians. I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. That sounds nuclear when there's no inhabitant. And if they get destroyed and nuked, how is Israel not going to get destroyed and nuked also, since they're right there with them? You know what I mean? Got a little problem here if we want to believe that Israel's not going to get nuked here. And if this is talking about our time with the problem with the Gaza as it's mentioned here. And the seacoast shall be dwellings and cottages for shepherds and folds for flocks. In other words, there's a little hope here that things will be better in the future. And the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah. They shall feed thereupon. In the houses of Ashkelon, which is in Israel in our time, shall they lie down in the evening. For the Lord their God shall visit them and turn away their captivity. In other words, they'll be set free from whatever that's oppressing the Jews now, it sounds like. And that's the thing that's oppressing the Jews right now. It's not the Palestinians, it's Islam. Because it's Islam that makes the Palestinians hate the Jews. I heard the reproach of Moab, which is Jordan in our time, and the reviling of the children of Ammon, which is Jordan in our time. whereby they have reproached my people, and magnified themselves against their border. Well, they have, during those wars, back in the before time. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab, which is Jordan our time, shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon, which is Jordan our time, as Gomorrah. Even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and the perpetual desolation. Ouch, that doesn't sound very good. The residue of my people shall spoil them. The residue? Apparently not all the Jews get nuked. If this is talking about our time. And the remnant of my people shall possess them. In other words, they will be back in Israel after all those Muslims are gone. That's what I'm thinking it's talking about. If this is talking about, again, our time, with this thing with Gaza, which of course is mentioned here in Zephaniah chapter 2. This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. In other words, against the chosen. The Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth. It means all the two. And men shall worship him, everyone, from his place, even all the sides of the heathen. All the isles of the heathen. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by the sword. Oh well. And he will stretch out his hand against the north and destroy Assyria, which is northern Iraq in our time, in Syria, and make Nineveh, which is northern Iraq in our time, a desolation and dry like a wilderness. And flock shall lie down in the midst of her, and all the beasts of the nations, both the cormorant and the bittern and the lodge, and the shall lodge in the upper lintels of it. Probably during the millennium. Their voice shall sing in the windows, desolation shall be in the thresholds. Ouch, that sounds nuclear. For he shall uncover the cedar work. This is the rejoicing city that dwell carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Well, that's mentioning Gaza, and if it's talking about our time, it sounds like things can get really scary. Not just for the Palestinians over there, Israel also.